Alright, hey YouTube. Want to do another video on magazines. I know I've talked about them in the past. This is just going to be kind of look at how I store things as far as my magazines go. I will say, like, again, if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see that I like having things self-contained in little kits that can be kind of grabbed and gone. And so all of these magazines on the table, except for these lock mags, they all live in the same uh, tote with some of my stockpiled ammo and stuff like that. The reason I don't have these loaded is these are like long-term storage magazines, so I don't want them loaded or really messed with a whole lot. Just have them out of the wrapper so everything can be marked. They all have been function checked, so I know they all work. Oh, excuse me. Uh, yeah, so excuse me again. Let's just kind of show you what I do. So a lot of these like little containers are actually like hygiene travel containers for toiletry stuff. You see P-mags in this one. These are the 5.56 P-mags. You see how tight that fits. And then over here I got some more 5.56 mag. This one's not as full, just because I haven't had enough mags to fill it yet. Because one of the other things I've been doing as far as magazine storage in one of my stockpile ammo cans is instead of putting loose ammo in there, I'm putting loaded Lancer mags in it. So it's taking me a little bit longer to build that can up, and so I haven't been putting mags in these kits like I normally would when I buy magazines. But the reason I like having the magazines staged in kits like this, with the ammo the way that I have them, is anything happens, I can take all the mags out. I can start loading magazines up. You see some of my 308 mags. And then putting them back into these little throwaway containers. Not throwaway as in like garbage quality or something like that. This one's the least nice one out here, and it still holds up really well. This is where all my 308 mags go, or was. Let me make sure I didn't swap over to AKs or something. Yeah, so I'm done with these in here. So I can have all these loaded up with ammunition, and then that whole thing can get dropped off as a resupply. And like I said, these are like long-term storage mags, so these are mags that wouldn't be my go-to. The go-to mags, they're already loaded and set into place. These ones are extras, so that if that situation ever does arise, before we were to go out and do anything, like part of good time work for people around the property is going to be jamming mags, so that all of these are full for me and the guys if we ever need them. And then these would also be used for like sentry duty. If something goes wrong, we go running out to respond. I might have reached capacity on this little guy. I'll have to work on that in a second. But if we've got a situation going on, someone trying to get on the property, or that we're trying to resecure or whatever, and we need more magazines, these would be loaded, and I can just grab, and there's 10 P mags in here, and go, and then throw this out to them, like, here, resupply while we take up the fight, and that kind of thing, just to make life a little bit easier, kind of trying to plan ahead so that I already have the containers for them. So yeah, let me know what y'all do for your magazine storage. Quick side note, I do also highly recommend numbering and marking your mags, just so that you can distinguish them if you ever go take classes, and if you ever have an issue with them, you can go, okay, M&P mag number 10 was having malfunction issues, you need to get rid of that one and replace it. And then I have my inventory, my logbook, which I talked about in another video, where I keep track of how many mags I have on hand, since I do have them spread out into a bunch of different kits and staging areas. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys tuning in. This will be a real quick one. God bless.